Snake's words were a guttural growl, barely audible. I'm sorry, what? I'm going to kill you. Ah, so you're gonna kill me. Please do. Come now, I'm waiting. Don't do it. Don't listen to him, Snake. Stop it, kid. He's screwing with your head. Fish and nailed. Is there a problem? What are you waiting for, boy? Don't you want me to send you to join your sister? Don't! Snake! Don't do it! But Snake could no longer hear them. Snake could no longer hear anything. Snake moved like a bolt of lightning. His scream echoed through the incineration chamber, full of rage and despair. Snake! 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 God dang it. Another scream filled the room. It was Lotus. She ran across the room toward Junpei, her eyes wide with terror. Snake's ill-fated attack had loosened Ace's grip on her, and she made a run for it. She reached Seven and Junpei and ducked behind them. Junpei could feel her fingers on his arm, tight enough to be painful, keeping him between her and Ace. Incineration will begin in 5 minutes. Give me the woman. He raised the gun. I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open this door. Quickly now. I don't have time for your shenanigans. In the center of the room, Snake's body lay eerily still. He looked like a human larva, prone and vulnerable on the floor. I see. But it would seem I have no choice. The rest of you must die as well. Fortunately, I have 5 bullets left. 1 for Junpei, another for Lotus, and the last 3 for that lump of idiotic man you call Seven. I'll take Lotus's money with me and leave this room. Incineration will begin in 4 minutes. Well, looks as though our time together is at an end. I rather enjoyed playing with you. Goodbye. Junpei could see Ace's finger tighten. He could see it begin to squeeze down on the trigger. His body tensed, preparing for the catastrophic impact of hot lead against human flesh. Then it happened. Oh dang, he's a zombie. Snake stood up. What? No. That's impossible. For the first time, Ace's composure broke. With obvious effort, Snake lunged forward, 1 step closer to Ace, then another. He looked, for all the world, like a zombie. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. His voice was the mournful wailing of the undead. Stay away from me. Get back. Stop. If you come any closer, I'll... Get away from me. Little by little, Ace was retreating. Snake didn't stop. He continued his stiff and inexorable approach, his eyes twin pools of pure fury. Listen to me, I said. Don't come any closer. Dang. Ace's revolver leapt 5 times. 5 times the air in the incinerator was split by the crack of a bullet. Snake's body twitched as 5 clouds of blood and torn flesh leapt into the air across his body. A fine pink mist drifted from his body and disappeared. Snake made a strange sort of choking cough. And then his strength was gone. His legs crumbled and his broken and battered body slid to the floor. Incineration will begin in 3 minutes. But Snake wasn't done. Even as the pool of blood beneath him grew, he began to move. He half crawled, half slid toward Ace. 1 bloody arm wrapping itself around Ace's leg. The other gripped his thigh, strength that should have been long gone. You're a monster. Get off of me. Let me go. He kicked at Snake with his free leg, Throwing his foot into Snake's face, his arm, his shoulder, it made no difference. Snake refused to release him. Once a snake has ensnared its prey, rarely does it release it. This is it, Ace. We're going to burn to death together. What? Incineration will begin in 2 minutes. Get off. Let me go, you monster. Okay. Look, think about it this way. My company owns a wonderful hospital and has excellent doctors. You're not wounded too seriously. I'm sure they can fix you up easily. You don't have to die. You can be saved. Just let me go. Pathetic. Begging for your life. Then Seven and Lotus began to speak. Junpei could hear tears in their voices, and their words were strained. Snake, that's enough. You can stop now. Yes, he's right, Snake. You've done enough. Come on, Snake, let go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. You have to come with us. We have to leave together. Snake turned toward them. He coughed and blood splattered across the floor. Then he smiled a sad sort of smile. I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You'd best forget about me. You need to leave soon. I'm going to take him with me. Shut up. Be quiet. I can save Clover. My sister died because of me. Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me. Now go! Go now! You have to go! Incineration will begin in 1 minute. We're out of time. We have to go. Seven ran toward the exit. Lotus followed him. But Junpei couldn't move. There were wide lines down Snake's cheeks, where his tears had washed the blood away. He was broken, body and soul, and Junpei felt as though half of his own heart had been torn out. His eyes stung, and he tried desperately to swallow to clear the lump in his throat. Junpei, what are you doing? You have to get out of here. Now! Junpei's chest tightened, pulled taut by anger, misery, and a cold feeling of emptiness. Pure emotion surged through his heart, alongside the torrent of blood. He could feel it building, a tremendous wave growing taller and taller and taller. And then it broke, crashing down with thunderous force into a shaken, unprepared mind. Snake! Snake! Junpei's rational mind was gone. He was driven by instinct now, and he launched himself across the floor at Snake and Ace, where he tried to. Wait! Don't be an idiot, Junpei! A folded hand grabbed him from behind. It was Seven. Before he had time to react, the larger man pinned Junpei's arms to his sides and was hauling him bodily back toward the door. No! No! I have to help Snake! 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 Get off of me! Let me go! Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. Okay, now. 7, 6. Don't got a choice, kid. Don't blame me for this, alright? Oh, dang. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, to count down to 0. God dang it. Just ruining everything now. It's dramatic. Gates 2 and 3 are locked. My door. Yeah, my dog's at the door. Beginning incineration. Junpei felt Seven's fist bury itself deep in his stomach, and his legs turned to mush. Seven scooped him up in the same motion and leapt through the door. It slammed shut behind them. Junpei struggled to shaky feet He glanced over to see Lotus only a short distance away. Junpei ran to the door. There was a small window cut into it. Inside he could see Ace and Snake. Why? Why? Why me? I don't deserve this. Answer me! Answer me, Zero! Why? Why? Zero! Zero! Oh dang. Burn! Zero! He didn't know how much time passed. He didn't know how long he stood there in front of the incinerator. He looked to the side. Lotus's face was ashen, and if not for the hand she'd put against the wall, Junpei didn't think she could have stood. Seven looked old and tired and used. His eyes stared at the floor, seeing nothing. Junpei said nothing. He simply began to walk toward the open door, and the hallway they'd come down earlier. Hey, wait, Junpei. Junpei, where are you going? He blinked when their voices broke the silence. He stopped. You stay here. I'll go get Santa and June. You're going to bring them here? How? Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait, all right? He began to walk again. He looked over his shoulder and watched Seven and Lotus grow smaller and smaller. They stared back, not moving. He wasn't sure if they could. He turned around again. He knew where he was going. When they'd walked through the hallway earlier, he noticed an elevator at the end of the side hallway. If it still worked, then maybe. Before long, Junpei found himself in front of the elevator. Next to the door was a button with a triangle on it. He pushed it, and the door opened. Junpei was in the large hospital room. June! Santa! He kept calling and walked to the center of the room. But try as he might, he couldn't find them. Oh my God! We have a special guest. Where did they go? Increasingly frustrated and increasingly worried, Junpei left the large hospital room. He had no choice. He would have to look for them. Junpei's heart was heavy. He couldn't shake the feeling, but there was a part of him that felt it would be wrong too, even if he could. With every step he took, his legs felt more and more like lead. Sometime later, Junpei found himself at the chapel. He stepped inside, expecting to find nothing, but there on the red carpet, in the center of the room. June! No. Code names didn't matter any longer. She was Connie. Connie! Junpei cried her name and ran. Like lightning, he ran across the room toward her. Oh man. Connie. He stumbled to stop. Oh my God. As he looked down at her body, lying so still on the floor, he felt the icy grip of fear upon his heart. She was still, so very still. No, it couldn't be. It was impossible. Slowly, Junpei bent down toward her. His hand shook, and he felt very cold and very hot at the same time. He forced himself to look. Her back was moving. Slowly it rose and fell. Relief washed over him. Connie. Junpei reached down and gently, very gently, lifted her up. Connie. Connie. Are you all right? Junpei. Her face was pale and her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but saw nothing. Trembling, Junpei wrapped his arm around her back. She was cold, very cold. Junpei tried to convince himself that it was only his imagination. She felt as though she were fading away. He could feel his heart pounding frantically in his chest. Oh man. Connie. What happened to you? You feel... Junpei, I'm sorry. Her voice was very faint. I'm not naked. No way. No way am I gonna let you die. I'm gonna save you. I promise. Thank you, Junpei. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Junpei. Really happy. Don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You've just gotta hang on. Alright, Connie? Junpei, did you know? You meant a lot to me when we were kids. I've liked you for a long time, Junpei. A really long time. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep within his heart, like a white-hot flame. He looked down to Akane. Game over. There was a crack of static from above his head, and a voice spoke. Zero. Where are you hiding? Junpei frantically scanned the ceiling for the source of the voice. I am right here. I've always been close to you. What are you talking about? No matter. I will tell you again. Game over. This game has ended. No, it hasn't. I'm not gonna let it end yet. I'm gonna get out of here with Connie. You can't. That isn't possible. Why? Because you chose the wrong path. The wrong path. That is correct. Your path was inevitable, however, amid defeat. Where there is shadow, there is light. Where there is light, there is shadow. What is this, Kingdom Hearts? So it goes. What are you talking about? It matters not. The loser has been decided. I told you, I'm not going to lose. No, you misunderstand. You haven't lost. I have lost. What? Junpei didn't have time to ponder what that meant before. He heard the door slam shut behind him. He spun around. There was no one there. Was it? Zero? Connie, wait here. I'll be right back, I promise. She managed a single nod. Junpei laid her back down gently and leapt for the door. He yanked it open and shot outside. Not one. The hall was empty. There was nothing moving anywhere. He didn't want to leave Connie all alone any longer than he had to, so Junpei turned around and headed back to the chapel. Connie. She wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere. She had been lying there on the floor just moments before. Now she was gone. Oh God. No. No. Where is she? Connie? 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 Connie! His cry split the heavens themselves. He screamed until his voice gave out. Then he screamed some more, but there was nothing. No answer. His voice faded away, and all that remained was cold, unfeeling silence. That was when he noticed it. A strange smell, one he'd smelled before. Oh God. The smell of a peculiar, white smoke. 9 seconds later, Junpei's mind winked out. What? Oh, God dang it.